Maria finally went to sleep.
She's still crying?
Oh, yes. Until Andorra frowned and said, no crying. And then she stopped instantly. I don't know, it's like magic. Those two have an amazing bond.
Thank you for looking after her while I was at the hospital.
Of course, Neil. Were you able to make any headway with Kay?
No. Kay is completely buying into Fox's ridiculous story that he's dying. She thinks I'm the one that's lying, but it's Fox, Mama. I mean, this guy has been manipulating Kay for months with this ridiculous story, and somehow I'm going to prove it. Oh, I'm burning up. Oh, so nauseous.
Honey, it's the treatment.
Oh.
Dr. Russell said the side effects would be unpleasant.
Unpleasant. I feel like I'm dying right now.
I know, but if it's going to buy you some extra time with me and Maria, it's worth it, right?
Oh. Listen. Why don't you go home now? There's nothing more you can do for me.
No. You're my husband. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to take good care of you.
Okay, if you say so. My throat's kind of dry. Do you think you could go get me some more ice chips?
Yeah.
And ask the nurse to come in. I have a question to ask her.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yes, Mr. Crane? You need me?
Nurse Stevens. Come closer.
You're hurting me.
What the hell are you doing to me? You're supposed to give me a placebo, but I'm sick as a dog. Are you trying to kill me?
Maybe I can trace Luis by his credit card charges. No, he's smarter than that. He'd use cash, wouldn't he? Where could he be? Well, what are you doing back, Chris? I thought you went out to search for Aunt Sheridan.
I did.
No luck?
I overheard your mother say something as I was leaving. And it kind of got stuck in my head, and now it's driving me crazy.
What?
Well, she wondered whether Luis and Sheridan might be together. Do you think that's what's going on?
If Sheridan's with Luis, I swear to God, I'll kill her.
Yes, this is Special Agent McNally, FBI. Trying to find out if you've made any progress discovering the identity of the person who bought hydrochloric acid using Luis Lopez Fitzgerald's identity. No, you can't call me back. No, I'll try again later. Thank you. Damn it. This is impossible. I tell you, at this rate, I'm never going to be able to clear my name.
You can do anything you want if you set your mind to it. I've seen you in action before. Remember?
Yeah. Thanks, Sheridan. You know, you've always been there for me.
Always will be. Always.
Here. Time really flew when I was downstairs playing with Miles in daycare. He's such a cutie. So, did you get a chance to tell Chad about our double date tonight with Valerie?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just tell him right now.
You know, I think he left. Actually, it's getting kind of late. Why don't we just head straight down to the Seascape and get a table? We can text message Chad and Valerie to meet us there.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. You know, I think this is really going to be great. Even though Chad and I have only been married a little while, seems like we're losing a little bit of our, I don't know, spontaneity. A surprise dinner will get us out of our rut. Yeah, it'll be great. I just hope Chad really has a good time.
Oh, I just know he will. Besides, I'm glad that you and I will have some alone time. There's something very important that we need to discuss.
Important, huh? Okay, what is it?
Yeah, that would be telling. Yeah, but trust me, it's very important.
Man, I have been so stressed I haven't been able to get any work done all day.
It's no wonder, man. I mean, you're living a double life.
What?
Chad, adultery? Adultery, come on, man. It's not even like you. If you don't want to lose Whitney, you got to get rid of this other woman. It's not worth risking your marriage for a couple cheap thrills.
I've tried to stop it. Really, I have, but it's not that easy.
Why, has this other woman threatened to go to Whitney or what?
I don't want to talk about it.
Look, you can't bury your head in the sand on this one. You got to deal with it, or it's just going to get worse. You need to focus on what's important here, and that would be Whitney and your son. Love is the only thing that's going to get you through this. I wish I would have remembered that years ago. Maybe I wouldn't have put Gwen through such hell, but I can admit it now. I love Teresa. I've always loved Teresa. I'm starting to believe in fate, Chad, because despite everything I tried to do to keep us apart, now we're going to be together, and we're going to be married, and that's the way it's always meant to be.
You want to get married right now? Today?
Yeah, I want to get married right in this hospital. I can call Judge Riley, he can come down here, and he can marry us immediately.
Please forgive me, Ethan. I don't have a choice.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Yes, this is Teresa Crane calling. I'd like to speak to Judge Riley right away. No, I don't want to be put on hold. I actually need to talk to him right away. What are you doing?
Well, something's obviously wrong. You say you want to get married to me tonight, but you're acting like you're about to walk the plank. What's wrong?
You know, I almost did it, Mama. I came so close to convincing Kay that Fox had been lying to her, but he keeps outfoxing me at every turn. You should have seen her at the hospital. She was just putting on this big, loving wife act, and it's just killing me.
Well, mijo, maybe it's not an act. You know, she is his wife after all. Maybe she does love him.
Yeah, but not the way she loves me, Mama. She can't. Wow, if he wasn't a sleazy crane when he came to town, I'm telling you, he learned quick. I mean, first he swears that I ran him down with my car, which I still can't figure out, and now he's playing this noble dying martyr at the hospital. I almost had him, Mama. I mean, I was so sure that he was going to turn down those nasty treatments for his so-called terminal illness. I mean, I had Kay convinced that if he did, it meant he was lying. And then at the last minute, he decides to take the treatment.
I know, but if he's really not sick, why would he do that?
Honestly, I think Fox and Julian have figured out a way to fake Fox's treatment.
Didn't you say earlier that those treatments are making Fox really sick?
Yeah, but he could be faking that. I mean, but it just looks so real that... Wait a minute.
What?
What if there was a mix-up and he's getting the real treatment? Oh, my God, that would really screw up his plans, wouldn't it?
You blew it, didn't you? You were well paid to switch the placebo with the real treatment.
Really, Mr. Crane, perhaps your symptoms are psychosomatic. You received the harmless treatment.
I hope so. This IV bag is killing me. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes if you screwed up.
Is that a threat?
Well, it's as grandfather would say, cause and effect. If you hurt me, I will hurt you.
Fox, what are you doing?
Fancy, you gotta calm down. And you really shouldn't make threatening comments like that about anyone, let alone your own aunt.
Oh, why not? All dear Aunt Sheridan has done since she gave me permission to date Louise is try to split us up, to try to get him back for herself.
You know, you're wrong. Sheridan and I had a little heart-to-heart. She loves me, Fancy. And I believe that. Now, there has to be some other explanation as to why she's disappeared.
Oh, of course there is. She probably figured out where Luis is hiding and ran straight to him. It wouldn't surprise me if she had her grubby hands on him right now.
So right.
I love you. I love you so much.
Hello? Sheridan!
Huh? What?
Better pay attention. You're gonna cut yourself.
Oh, right. Yeah. I get so into cooking now that I zone out when I'm doing it.
Well, that's a switch. You used to burn water.
Yeah, well, a lot of things have changed about me. You know, are you hungry now? Because I could fix you a sandwich.
No, I'm not hungry. In fact,
What?
I think that you should leave. Right now.
Why couldn't I have the kind of aunt who takes you out on shopping sprees and listens to you cry about your love life? No, instead, I have an aunt from hell who tries to steal my man and makes me cry about my love life.
You're way out of line, okay? Just stop lashing out at Sheridan.
I will not. She deserves every word and more. I don't trust her, Chris, and neither should you. I think my mother's right. Her instincts about sneaky, nasty behavior usually are. I bet Aunt Sheridan is with Luis right now, trying to seduce him. What were you about to say?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. You just told me why you came back here, instead of going out searching for your wife. You don't want to admit it, but you think Aunt Sheridan's with Luis, too, don't you?
Yes, that's exactly what I think.
Why? Luis, why do you want me to leave?
Why? Listen, Sheridan, I appreciate everything that you have done, all the effort that you have gone through to find me, but now you are in danger and you need to go, okay?
You just don't listen to me, do you? I told you I am perfectly fine with this. No one will find you here. You are safe here, and I'm not going to leave you when you are under so much pressure.
Sheridan, I'm a wanted man. Imagine the scandal if we were both arrested together.
I have lived my entire life in the media. If I get a flat tire, it makes headline news. A little scandal doesn't bother me, okay? Besides, Luis, you need help. At least a friendly face.
No, Sharon, I just don't want you to...
Luis, end of story, okay? I am staying here for the duration to help you and support you. If you are going to clear your name, you need to keep up your strength to stay focused.
You really are something, you know that?
You just wait. I am just getting started. I am going to cook for you. I am going to clean for you. I'm going to run all of your errands. I'm going to do whatever you need so that you can keep your eye on the big picture.
Yeah, so I can clear my name and be with Fancy.
The big picture I meant is making you forget all about Fancy forever.
I'm sure something I could do to help you out.
No, just listening is good enough.
It's a start, I guess. You know, sometimes when you get input from other people on things like this, it makes your problem seem a little less overwhelming.
Yeah, well, not this time.
Chad, do you really think this woman is going to go to Whitney and tell her about her relationship with you? I mean, is she that vindictive?
Yeah, vindictive's the word. I mean, I've been living in fear for weeks that Whitney could be told everything.
Looks like Chad hasn't picked up his text to meet us here yet.
You know what? Valerie hasn't either.
Well, I wish they would get a move on, you know? I think it's going to be really great for us to sit down and have a nice dinner with the people that we love. I think I'll call him.
Oh, you know, I got a better idea. Could you take our pictures?
Of course. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, once they see what a good time we're having, they'll hurry up.
Well, you mentioned talking to me about something before. Something important? What was it?
Yes. In a word, love. I needed to talk to you about two people who are in love, but one of them doesn't know it yet.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means exactly.
Whitney, what I'm about to tell you, well, it might shock you.
Please, come on. I don't even know what you mean.
Because you're not acting like a bride, you're acting like someone waiting for an audit. What's wrong?
What do you want?
You made love to Ethan, and he's mine.
You said that to me before. Why are you doing this to me?
You will be destroyed. Your brother Luis will be executed, and your brother Miguel will go to prison for life. Unless you do as I say.
You tell me what you want me to do.
Marry Jerry. Tonight. In the hospital. Now.
Ethan.
Ethan. After all you just said to me, you still want to marry Ethan.
You are my passion for life.
What is wrong with you? Stop twisting her arm.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Did I hurt you? I don't know why I did that.
It's, the medications, Mrs. Crane. One of the many side effects of the treatments are painful muscle spasms, and Mr. Crane just had one, and without thinking, he grabbed my arm. I don't mind.
I didn't realize what I was doing. It's just that it hurt so bad.
Don't you worry, Mr. Crane. That's what we're paid for.
I'm sure that you're paid very well for what you do.
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't realize how horrible your pain was.
Yeah, but I didn't want to worry you. Is something wrong with you?
I've just been thinking, and I just wanted to ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot. You know there's no secrets between us.
Are you absolutely positive it was Miguel driving the car that hit you?
It's really gotten to you, hasn't it? And 5 minutes ago, you were defending Sheridan, and now you think she's with Luis. I mean, hey, I'm glad to have you on my team, but why did you switch sides?
It's not like that, Fancy.
Oh, come on. Why do you think Sheridan's with Luis?
I had a talk earlier with Sheridan.
And she told you she loves you?
Yes, and she was absolutely sincere about that. There's no way she could lie about that.
Maybe you don't know her very well.
She's my wife, Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
But then she also did admit that she still loves Luis.
I knew it.
Wait, just hang on a second. It's not like that. She still loves Luis the same way I still love my first wife, Maureen. There's a bond.
Uh-huh.
Listen to me, Fancy. Sheridan swears that she is happy with me, with our son. And I believe that.
I hear the words coming out of your mouth, but your eyes give you away, Chris. You don't believe a word she said, do you? Oh, this is just great. I have been telling Luis Sheridan is still in love with him and would do anything to get him back, but he won't believe me. I mean, you know the truth as well as I do. Sheridan's a scheming bitch.
Sheridan, thanks a lot for not letting me call Fancy earlier. You were right.
If she knew where I was, it would ruin everything for her.
All I want is what's best for Fancy.
Yeah. Fancy doesn't believe that.
I know. And that really upsets me. Because I made some big mistakes with Fancy. After her attacks, I jumped to some awful conclusions about her behavior.
You accused her of making up the attacks.
I know, and I'm really sorry about that.
And I'm really curious. Why did you do that?
Well, no. You know what? I've already said too much.
No, what is it?
No, I promised myself that I wouldn't say anything, and there's really no reason to, because what happened so long ago.
What happened between you and Fancy?
No, Luis, please, don't push me. All right, I know that you love Fancy, and I refuse to say anything negative about Fancy from now on, because I think Fancy means well, and I mean, now that she's a little older, I mean, I think she does. And I know that you don't want to hear Fancy criticized.
Well, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, good. Then it's water under the bridge.
No, Sheridan. I want to know what happened between you and Fancy.
Dear, have I said too much?
Whitney. Dinner at the Seascape with Valerie and Vincent. Not a chance. The only one from Vincent. Can't wait to tell Whitney a big secret. Oh my God. I gotta get to the Seascape right now.
I don't understand, Vincent. Are you saying that one of you is in love and the other one isn't? Do you mean Valerie? Because, I mean, I really thought you two hit it off.
No, Valerie's an incredible woman, but I can't help it if I love somebody else. Someone who came right into my heart.
Vincent, honey, listen, Valerie really loves you. I mean, you are all she talks about. Just tell me, who is this other woman that you're in love with?
Ethan again. If you want to marry Ethan, then why do you keep leading me on?
No, God, Jared, it is not like that. Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm not sad, all right? I'm not sad. I'm actually, I can't believe we are actually going to get married. Like, it's really going to happen. I mean, I mentioned Ethan's name because we were about to be married, and then at the last minute, something stopped it from happening.
Nothing's going to stop us. If you still want to get married tonight, we'll call Judge Riley and we'll get married tonight.
Yeah, okay. I want to get married. I want to get married right away. And I'm gonna call Judge Riley right now, okay?
Oh, this is very nice, very nice. Well, I'm sure that young man has earned his parole. Yes, Judge Riley. Oh, yes, no, put her through. Well, my best customer. Greetings, Mrs. Crane.
Yeah, hi, Judge. Look, I need a huge favor. I was wondering if you could come to the hospital immediately.
You're not ill, are you? I mean, do you want me to draw up your will?
No, it's nothing like that. I would like to get married.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, if Fox lives, he's going to have a hard time explaining to everybody why he's still alive.
See, mijo. But if he dies, he's been telling the truth the whole time, then you've been badgering a dying man.
I'm right, Mama. I'm sure of it. And either way, Kay and I will be together.
Well, as long as you win your court case.
I will. Teresa's making sure I have the best defense. Okay, I'm going to be found innocent.
Okay. In a few months, Kay will be available and you can finally be with her. Good night.
Good night, Mama.
After all this, you still don't believe me.
No, I do. Things happened in a split second, Fox. I just want to know if you're sure you saw Miguel behind the wheel.
I'm your husband, Kay. Okay, we took vows. We're supposed to trust each other, support each other. We're not supposed to let people tear to pieces the stuff that God joined together, or something like that. Yet you still don't believe me.
I believe you, Fox. I just want to make sure you're absolutely positive because...
I'm sorry. Miguel tried to kill me and he deserved to be punished. I mean, my God, what if he tries to do it again while I'm this sick?
No. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. I know you're positive.
It's okay. I forgive you. It's been a stressful time for all of us. Look, why don't you go home? I can deal with this. If it gets too bad, I'll just buzz the nurses.
No. I'm gonna stay right here with you.
Okay, let's make a deal then. You stay with me until I fall asleep. And then you go home and sleep in your own bed. Get a good night's rest and kiss Maria for me, okay?
You sure?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'll just stay with you until you fall asleep.
I love you, Mrs. Crane.
I love you too.
What's going on here?
Chad, honey, what's wrong?
What are you saying to my wife?
Chad.
Hello, Chad. I was just gonna tell Whitney about the person I really love. Or maybe you could tell her for me.
I don't understand. You and Chad barely know each other. How is he going to tell me who you love?
Sounds great, thanks. Okay, he is on his way.
This is Jared Casey. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
Look, I have an idea. Why don't you take a nap, and that way you'll be well rested for our ceremony, okay?
Yeah. I guess I am pretty tired. I love you. I'm gonna make you very happy. I promise that.
Would you stop calling my wife names? She doesn't deserve this.
Oh, wake up, Chris. Your wife tells you she loves another man, and you still think she's a saint?
No, Fancy. I think she's all too human. She shared a great love with Louise.
Oh, I will scream if I have to hear about that great love one more time. What kind of man are you? You should be furious that she still has feelings for Louise.
You know what? Trying to belittle me and my wife doesn't change the facts. I love her, Fancy, and I will do anything to keep her in my life. I want her to be happy, and nothing you can say will change my opinion about her.
Okay, so while she serves cake to Louise, you're willing to eat the crumbs.
That's not fair. Nothing you can say will make me suddenly stop loving Sheridan, Fancy. And if Louise truly loves you, nothing that Sheridan can say will make him stop loving you.
Pretty.
What did you say?
Sheridan, hey, let's hear it. What happened in Fancy's past?
Look, let's not talk about this right now, okay? You have work to do to clear your name, and I have work to do to get dinner ready. Let's not discuss why Pretty never comes home. Oh, God.
Pretty? Pretty, what the hell is Pretty have to do with Ann? Is Fancy's little sister?
There I go with my big mouth. If Fancy doesn't trust you to confide in you, then it's really none of my business.
None of your business. No, I want to know what happened between Fancy and Pretty to cause you to jump to conclusions now about Fancy after she was attacked.
Whitney, what did Vincent tell you?
Nothing. nothing, baby. Honey, we were talking about love, right? And Vincent was just telling me that he loves someone.
Yeah, who?
Well, unfortunately, it's not Valerie. It's somebody else.
Come on, Chad. You know what that's like.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think you misunderstood me, Whitney. I love Valerie. She's the only woman I love.
Vincent, you just told me that there was somebody else in your heart.
Yes, before Valerie came along. Before a man, a dream woman. That's what happened when I met Valerie. She filled my heart so full that she pushed the dream woman right out of it. Valerie became the woman of my dreams.
That is, wow, that's truly lovely.
Yeah, I know that's what happened when Chad met you. Chad forgot all about his dream woman because you made his dreams come true.
Wow.
No, you got that right. This is the only person in my heart. The only person I love.
Oh, guys, will you excuse me for one quick second?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you tell Whitney about us, I will choke you right here. I swear it.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Jared's sleeping, so I just, I thought I could come down here and get a drink.
Okay. Okay. Well, just, you should just try to relax. And, are you still going to marry Jared?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Judge Riley should be on his way to the hospital pretty soon, and once he gets there, we're gonna get married, so... No, it's a done deal. There's nothing to stop it.
Come on, Judge. I don't want to be on hold all night.
Here's Ethan. Judge Riley.
Good evening, Judge. Have you ruled on my motions?
Well, now I have received them. I mean, that's all I received.
Yeah, good law speaks for itself, don't you think?
Oh, well, yes, of course, and I'll certainly review them, and, well, why don't I bring the paperwork later to the hospital tonight?
The hospital?
Yes, well, I mean, I assume you're going to be there.
Be there for what?
Well, the wedding, of course.
What wedding? Who's getting married?
This is the way it should be. Always. Hi.
Hi. Didn't expect to see you. How's Maria?
She's fine. My mother was just here and she put her to bed. Listen, I just...
Oh my God, look, I'm really tired. Okay, I don't have the energy to argue with you.
I don't want to argue with you.
Well, then what do you want?
I want you. I love you, Kay. And that's all I wanted to tell you, that I love you. And I will never stop loving you, Kay Bennett. Never.
What did I say, Fancy? You seem upset.
No, it's nothing. No big deal.
You're a terrible liar, Fancy Crane. I know it's something big, too. What's going on? Is there something Sheridan could say to Luis that would make him stop loving you?
Look, I have said way too much. It was a long time ago. Fancy and Prettyville, they had issues, and I'm really not one to judge because there were two sides to the story. There was Fancy's side of the story, and then, God, I mean, there was Pretty's side of the story.
Well?
Look, don't nag me. I won't say anything else because isn't that what this is about? This is about love.
It's about loving someone even after you know the worst part of them.
Sheridan.
No, please. This is not my place. I am sure Fancy will tell you everything after all of this is over.
Tell me now, okay? I want to know what happened between Fancy and Pretty.
You know, I'm sick of warning you. I'm not letting you tell Whitney about it. You hear me?
Chad. You can't stop me. No matter what you do, I'll make sure Whitney finds out the truth. At just the right time.
Teresa, are you sure you know what you're doing here? Because this is marriage we're talking about, a holy sacrament, and you can't go into it under false pretenses.
I don't have a choice. I have to save my brothers.
Well, okay, then what about Ethan? Have you tried to talk to him at least?
No, I haven't. I'm scared to talk to him, okay? I'm a complete coward, Whitney. I'm afraid to talk to this blackmailer, so no, I haven't talked to him. And you know what? If Ethan found out what I was doing, you know what he would do? He would try to talk me out of this wedding. And what would I do? I would give in to Ethan.
Yes, you would, because you know this marriage is wrong. That's why.
And you know what? I just want to hope and pray that Ethan does not find out about this wedding until after I marry Jared, until after I'm legally Mrs. Jared Casey.
I'm sorry, Judge. I am missing something here. What wedding at the hospital? What are you talking about?
Well, considering how close you are to the bride, I assumed you'd know all about it.
No, I'm still a little lost here, Your Honor. Who are you marrying at the hospital?
Teresa Crane, of course, to that, Jared Casey fellow.